Good morning, it's Jamaison, and well, morning for me, evening for you maybe. I'm out in the studio playing a little bit, and I wanted to share two different ideas that I'm going to implement using my decals. Now, I pulled these two out. I'm going to fire my pieces and then decide, like maybe I'll change my mind on which decals to use. But if you're interested in my decals, www.Fusing.shop, I'm showing you today two different ways to use these that are not your traditional ornaments or sun catchers. The first one, and so stay tuned for the second later, but the first one is a salt box. I bought this salt box on Amazon, and I've included a link in my Amazon store in case you're interested. Any purchases made through my Amazon store I get a small commission for those, and that helps me keep my YouTube videos and content free. There are no subscriptions here. So if you're interested in this one was about $12, I think. And it's acacia wood, and I think it's really nice. And what's interesting is that the top is almost the perfect size, literally is 3.5 inches for my decals. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to use two layers of glass, and I'm going to put some, well, I'll show you here in a bit what I'm going to do with that next. Okay, so I've cleaned my glass, and I don't need to do anything with the bottom base. That's just going to go straight into the kiln. And what I'm going to put for the top, you may be familiar that I've created my own Frit mixes for my sun catchers, and I've decided to use one of those on the top here. And these Frit mixes are available on you know what, I'll try to list it in the listing in the notes. If you're a member, if you've bought decals before and you're a member of the private Facebook group, and I check, so don't just go try to join the group without knowing, but if you're a member of the private group, these mixes, I have two that I've made, are also featured in that group as well. So I've just used a little bit of glue, the blue glass tack gel from Bullseye, and I'm just going to smear this around on here and just kind of paint the top of this. I'm just using a Q-tip here, cotton swab thing to glue that up a little bit because I want fairly full coverage of the whole thing. And then what I'm going to do is just sprinkle this Frit mix down across the top of this, fairly heavy, get a fairly good coverage. I'm doing this over a piece of paper so that any spillover I can just pick up and put back into my jar here. So I want some of that white to come through, but I like to get a fair amount of coverage on the edge. There, I like that. So I'm going to now take this and put it on my second layer and just do a traditional full fuse in the kiln. Let me show you the second project. Okay, and the second project, some of you may remember this from an unboxing video a while back. This is a candle from a company called Arbor Made, and they sent me this for me to check out, and I really do like it. So if you're interested, there's an affiliate link in my video notes here, and I do get a small commission if you purchase. This is a reusable candle, so the candle pops out after you've burned it down, and then they sell inserts. So it's a very green company, and I thought that this lid would be a great topper for my decal. You could do any topper, really. There is a little bit of an indent in here in the logo, so I'm going to do something that's opaque so that you don't see that. Sorry, Arbor Made. And it's a cork topper, but I'm thinking that I can use some adhesive to glue that on here, and it'll be relatively stable. And you're not really using that for much other than, you know, just to close up your candle, so it's not like it's going to get heavy use. So I am going to now make a second topper for this candle. So let me show you what that is going to look like. Now, I could do the same thing that I did for the first project, which was the Frit, but I decided to do something a little bit different. You all know that I love the confetti that comes from Tabitha. This is hollows and things from Vitrograph pulls, and I have a whole bunch of this rainbow confetti that I've crushed up. Some pieces are bigger than others. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same application here. I'm going to take some blue glass tack gel, and I have a second base of glass already in the kiln, so this will be 2 layers. Actually, it'll be a little bit more than 2 layers when you consider the confetti that's going on here, but it should be fine. I don't expect it to spread out too much, and if it does, I'm okay with a little bit of an organic look. So I'm just smushing my glue around to try to get it all the way around so that the confetti has something to adhere to. I guess you don't technically have to do this, but gosh, what a mess I think it would be if you didn't. So right now, I'm all about convenience and trying to make things easier for me as I prep for the holidays. And that's what I intend to do with both of these pieces, both the salt box and this candle. I intend to sell it in my holiday market and hopefully do okay. So, popping open the confetti. And I think all I'm going to do, these are sharp edges, so you have to be kind of careful. I'm just going to use a little portion cup. I keep these in the studio because they're so convenient. I just love them. And I'm just going to take this portion cup and kind of sprinkle. Look at those colors. Look how fun that is. Sprinkle that around on there. I don't know that I want little bitty bits, but let me see here. So big chunks near the edge are not good because those will, fan out when this melts down and distort my circle. I'd rather try to keep this as circular as possible. And now I can, if I want, just pick up pieces and kind of fill in where I want to. I could take another sprinkle, I suppose. So let's see here. I'm just picking up some real thin shards and putting them on there. I think that's kind of fun. I don't mind having a little bit of white showing through, but I also want lots of color on this guy. Let's see here. I'm just going to take another little pull. So this chunk's just kind of thick and too big. I don't want that guy on there. But I'm liking the way the rest of that turned out. So I think I'm just going to take that right over and put it into the kiln. We'll full fuse these, and I'll show you what they look like when they come out. All right, here are the finished pieces. I put the decals on and fired them on, and they are perfect. So now I'm ready to glue them up. And I'm trying to decide. I think, let's see here. I think I like this one for the candle, and then this one for the salt box for a kitchen. Yeah. I could go either way, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use my favorite adhesive, the Gorilla Maximum Strength Construction adhesive, and I'm going to just, blooch a little on there and stick it on. I'll put a little more on here because of this level or this indent, so that make sure that I get full coverage, and glue it up, let it go for 24 hours, and see what they look like when they come out. All right, here we are. These turned out great. Here's the salt box. It's a hinged lid. It doesn't fully come off, but there's a little magnet in there, and it magnets closed, and I'm real happy with that. I think that looks really nice. And then here is the lid for the candle, and this is definitely on there, and looks real nice sitting on that white candle. So there are a couple of ideas for you, and if you are interested in these boxes. They came from my Amazon store. My Amazon store is linked within my link tree. And if you're interested in this Arbor Made candle, there's a link for that. That'll also be in my link tree, and it'll also be in the video notes. So hope you found these projects inspiring. Catch you later. Bye-bye.